What is going on, guys? Mike with Chit Chat Gaming. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy running on Nintendo Switch. The game was released yesterday, March 26th, for Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4.
I'm gonna get one of those stupid training sabers and
I wouldn't worry about that.
I can't help it. I want to make a good impression.
You seem really nervous.
Aren't you? I mean, well, why would you be?
So this is not going to be a review of the game. This game more of a video just showing you gameplay and such and how the game runs on Nintendo Switch. I do want to give a shout out to the publisher Aspyr for providing me with a review copy of the game, so I can go ahead and play it and do some footage here for you guys to check out, so you know what the game looks like and such, and kind of what you're getting into before you purchase it. Again, the game did come out here on March 26th for Nintendo Switch and for PlayStation 4. It was originally released back in 2003 for the Xbox and for PC. I did pick it up back in the day here. I played it a little bit. I really don't remember playing it much at all. I mean, that was a long time ago. But I definitely do remember picking it up at one time to play it here. So basically what you're doing is just give you a quick synopsis of kind of how the game is. As a single player, you're basically going around. You are a new Jedi Academy member here. And you're going around and you're doing these missions and such, trying to learn the Force. And they're given to you by Luke Skywalker and Kyle here. So what you're doing is you're going around doing these missions and such here. And there is an online multiplayer as well too, which I'll kind of dive into a little bit here in just a moment. One thing I can say though is, I forgot how wonky these controls are. I do remember it kind of a little bit, but not so much now. After I dove into it, I know they did kind of make the game a little more modern as well too with controlling. But the controls are still all over the place here. I mean, it's definitely different here. You basically have like so many different abilities that you can do. You're using the D-pad quite a bit here to change those abilities. When I mean abilities, I mean like the Force and such. I mean, you can do things like sense, you can do pull, you can do push. So you can definitely use the Force and such, but you're basically using the D-pad to kind of, configure through those as well too. Now another good thing is you can actually go into the controls and you can button map this out as well too. So again though, there's a lot of different buttons you're going to be using in this game. So make sure you configure it to how you like it. There's also motion control available as well too, so I actually think that's pretty cool. But there's actually quite a bit you can do with customizing and configuring your controls as well too within the options. Another thing too I forgot was how much puzzle solving there is in this actual game. It's not too bad, but there is some that's kind of difficult and kind of confusing as well too. I did have to jump in and use a couple walkthroughs as well too, so I definitely challenge you to be able to get through this game once again without using any kind of walkthroughs or YouTube channels or tutorials as well too, because I did have to dip into those a little bit. But as far as the gameplay goes, the game looks pretty well. I mean, for a game that's this old, I did pick it up on Xbox One when it was on there with free with Games with Gold. I played it quite a bit here on that as well too. And I'm gonna say that I think it matches up pretty well. I didn't see any major frame rate drops, maybe a couple during like the multiplayer or when a lot of people were on the screen at once. A lot of action was going on, but nothing huge. I mean, you really can't notice anyways, because on all these older games it's sometimes hard to kind of notice frame rate drops and such as well too. Didn't have any kind of lag, no stuttering. All the syncing with the voice characters and such were on for the most part. Again, with these older games it's so hard to tell, but I didn't see any major issues though. The combat itself is a lot of fun. I actually think I kind of missed how it is. It's mostly in third person, but you can definitely swap to first person as well too in different scenarios, and you can also change that in controlling as well too, where you can kind of go back and forth from third person and first person as well too. But like I mentioned though, the combat is actually a lot of fun. This game got a lot of rave reviews back in the day when it came out, and it's still highly talked about. It's actually the last game in the the Jedi Knight saga as well too. So again though, just wanted to do a quick gameplay video so you guys can check it out here. Single player mode, I had quite a bit of fun with it. Like I mentioned, I dipped about 3 hours into the game. I definitely plan on picking it back up again here today and trying to finish it off. But it is a lot of fun here. The puzzles, like I mentioned, can be tough, but the game itself is still a lot of fun, and it looks good. And I also played it in both dock mode and on handheld. Dock mode, it ran pretty well too. I thought it looked great. And handheld mode though is kind of for me where it shines, because I love playing games in handheld mode. But both looked great. I think of course the dock mode did look better, but in handheld mode I had no major issues. Now jumping into the multiplayer, I was completely lost. There's 16 players and the multiplayer mode here. And there's different modes that you can do. I think I was mainly just playing on free for all, but there is things like, you know, siege, capture the flag. Free for all is kind of what I kind of stuck with, just because I just wanted to try it out and see how it worked. Again, there's 16 players on at once, and it's crazy. It's pandemonium. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just running around. But as far as the main thing I want to talk to you guys about is connection and how the game runs. Connecting to online was fairly easy. It didn't take long at all. Got into a game pretty quick. Had plenty of players as well too. I'm not too sure if there's any kind of cross-play. I'll have to double check into that. But I can report that the online multiplayer worked very, very well. Regardless of me getting my butt kicked, I still had a lot of fun playing it. Basically what you're doing is you're going around, pick up these weapons. Like I said, free for all, you're just trying to get the most kills and finish off each other here before the actual game ends. I did very, very poor on this, but again though, even with all the characters and stuff on here at once, the game still managed to run pretty smooth. So I definitely would say the online multiplayer helps make this game definitely worth it as far as the price tag you are playing here. Now the game file size is about 3.6 gigabytes, which isn't bad whatsoever. The game does run $19.99, which I think is a pretty fair price. I know that the game was free, on Xbox games with gold, but again, though, I think $19.99 is a pretty fair price considering you're getting both the single player mode as well as the multiplayer mode as well too here. So again, though, guys, not a review, just a quick gameplay video here for you guys to check out and give you my thoughts on what I think of the game here so far. Again, though, I'm definitely having a lot of fun with it. It brings back a lot of memories to pick these games up. These older games are just so much fun. I'm just glad to see these publishers and such picking it up and re-release them here for people to play nowadays on the more modern consoles like it is here on Nintendo Switch and for PlayStation 4. So, guys, if you have any questions here or anything here, if you want to see more gameplay, make sure you leave a comment down below. Otherwise, definitely like the video here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn that bell notification to keep up with all things as Chit Chat Gaming. And once again, this has been Star Wars here, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, released today, or sorry, March 26th, yesterday, for $19.99 on the Nintendo eShop and the PlayStation 4. And once again, guys, this has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming saying, happy gaming, and may the Force be with you.